What about the late Lagbaja? What he carried out in Enugu? Mbah, under your watch, you do not have evidence on that, but you have evidence 50 to present against your own brother. What a shame. God bless you, my beloved brother. I remember humble self, Evangelist Benjamin Johnson, Ezesinachi, the only Biafran evangelist who speaks the truth, ready to end by the truth because the word of God says so. And hear me clearly. Before I proceed, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, even good night to those, depending where you are watching us from. Hear me clearly. Mbah has been an enemy of progress. Mbah is an agent of darkness. Peter Mbah, the governor of Enugu State, is a Fulani. Now Fulani man gave, because that is why he is supporting the Fulanis. Listen and listen good. He said he had 50 evidence. But I am telling Mbah that Simon Ekpa and we, the Biafrans, we have over 1.5 up to 2 million evidence against Mbah and Nigeria. His people, the terrorist nation called Nigeria. Hear me and hear me clearly. Mbah is saying he have only 50. It's not even up to 100. But we are talking about millions evidence. Now hear me. Mbah, under your watch, last week, if I'm not mistaken, last week, Thursday or Friday, thereabout, people were killed by the Fulanis. Some days before that, people were killed. There is a village in Enugu State currently now occupied by the Fulanis. Mbah, under your own watch, in the month of May this year, 2024, a 16-year-old girl was raped by Fulani herdsmen. 5 of them raped this young girl, disvirgin her, defiled her. Under your own government, you couldn't do anything, but only a farmer that saw them came to rescue the young girl. And the same Fulanis killed this farmer. Mbah, up till now, nothing has happened. The family of the farmer, they lost their beloved one. Mbah, what did you do? Did you compensate? Did you attend the burial? Did you ask them how far of the burial whatsoever that happened to them? Did you ask? No. The family of the girl that they have been defiled, what did you do to them? Nothing. Then the Fulanis that committed this atrocity, you did not bring them to book. That means they are an instrument used by Mbah to commit all these terrorist attacks in the Enugu State. Now, Mbah uses them, and after using them, he now attacks Simon Ekpa. Is it Simon Ekpa that disappear or form himself in 5 Fulanis to rape a 16-year-old girl? Is it Simon Ekpa that changed himself to that 5 Fulanis? Is it Simon Ekpa that changed to Fulani to kill? Even while you people say that Simon Ekpa has been arrested, is it in the place in the Finland where he was arrested that he appeared again in the spirit as a Fulani to kill three men in Enugu State? I am asking, what kind of evidence are you coming out with? But I am not surprised because you are an enemy of good news. You have been an antagonist, instrument of terrorists, terrorizing the Eastern people. Enugu, your own people, you claim to be their governor. The people that put you in position, you are the one now terrorizing them. But what is wrong with you? When will you get sense? Even if at all you don't like Biafra, at least you don't like Igbos, at least love your own people, at least your own people. Protect them, protect their interests. Do not love all Igbos, but love the people that give you their vote. The people that stood under sun, the people that starve, the people that denied themselves many things just for you to be there. But why can't you respect yourself? For how long? You say you are bringing 50 evidence. Is it today that we are seeing evidence? Is it today you say you want to bring them against Simon Ekpa, that he must be jailed there, he must be there? Buhari that kill your brothers, your family members. How many times do you bring evidence against Buhari? Mbah, I am asking you, how many times? Are you trying to tell me they did not kill Enugu? Operation Python dance. They did not kill Enugu people. Apart from the one that the Fulanis has come to commit. What about the late Lagbaja? What he carried out in Enugu? Mbah, under your watch, you do not have evidence on that, but you have evidence 50 to present against your own brother. What a shame.
You know, he will do whatever it takes for them to prosecute Ekpa. That the people that Ekpa have killed, justice must be served. You know, there in Enugu State and in the Southeast, that he is ready to do whatever it takes to make sure that Ekpa, you know, the people of the Southeast are being vindicated.
Yeah, with this statement, it shows that, yes, see, oh my God, you make sure in everything in your own capacity to jail your brother. Nigeria have made series of steps. Nigeria have made a lot of movement, but they have failed. Mbah, you don't have what it takes. You are a boy. You are just a small boy trying to rant. You just want people to hear your voice. Go and sleep. Let me tell you, coming 2025, court is holding May, not May, March. Is it May? May. Okay. For your information, Mbah, Nigeria has been running away for that court. It was Simon Ekpa that called for it. It was Simon Ekpa that sued Nigeria to International Court of Law, ICC. Nnamdikanu first of all called Nigeria, they ran away. Even as this time, they are running away. They don't want to attend. How can we are not afraid, neither is Simon Ekpa afraid. Did Nigeria have anything upstairs? Nigeria kick, for your information, Nigeria were against humanity. They violate the law of UN. They violate the law of Nigeria themselves. Are you getting? And they violated human rights law. So, in what ground do you think that Nigeria can stand to face Simon Ekpa? On what ground? Tell me, on what, is it in marginalization? Is it in time of breaking the law? By breaking, even when UN send delegate with a message to Nigerian government to free Nnamdikanu and they turn it down of another offense. No, tell me, in what ground did you, Mbah, think you have? Who know you? Mbah, you are a local champion. You are too local. Not only Enugu they know you. You no get level. You just try to push yourself, make them recognize you. We don't recognize, we don't know you. Nobody care to know you. Currently now, Mbah, in case you don't know, your president will be Nigerian President Jakaba, with a pampas has visited France. Nigerian president as well, as I was saying, has visited France. He held a meeting with the French president Macron over the issue of this Biafra. And what was the final response? The president of France said to Nigeria, anything about Biafra, please kick it out of my table. Remove it from my front, because I am not interested and I'm not going to be interested, because it is something that has gone far beyond my own control. So I will not be involved on this.
Because if you're looking at what you're looking at is that we're going to move from 7% to about 12.5% currently now. And what does that mean? It puts more money on the side of the government than on the citizens, because likely we are going to be buying a Coke now for 1,000 naira. But a lot of people don't understand. They're hiding that angle. You know, this Tinubu's administration is suspicious. Everything about that guy is propaganda.
Ango Abdullahi also come out to cry that Tinubu is making a big mistake wanting to divide Nigeria with this tax policy.
Yes, let me tell you, it is in two ways. The perception and the understanding, the marketing aspect of it and the consequences of having tax reform is in two ways. Well, you can see what happened at the National Assembly, that Ababe was almost on the run. They had to test him out of the Senate. You understand? You see the position of Northerners on that. Then the question I'm asking the Southern senators who are representing Southern interests in the Senate, where are they dormant? Yeah. Even though a lot of people are against the issue of the surrounding the tax reform. Because if you're looking at what you're looking at is that we're going to move from 7% to about 12.5% currently now. And what does that mean? It puts more money on the side of the government than on the citizens. Because likely we are going to be buying a Coke now for 1,000 naira. But a lot of people don't understand. They're hiding that angle. You know, this Tinubu's administration is suspicious. Everything about that guy is propaganda. You understand? But if you look at the way and manner, that means Nigerians can be buying a bottle of Coke for 1,500 because that is what the tax reform is all about. The government are going to be making more money. They're going to be taking a lot for citizens. That citizens are going to go down more and more and more. Then another angle of it that the Northerners are seeing it as a complete threat. They want to disarm the North completely. Because
Lagos,
because no, I'm coming. Because some states in the North that are making almost nothing, whatever you are making, they will be taken from you. So the North is fearing that they're going to possibly dry up automatically. And this might be something Bola Ahmed Tinubu want to come from the behind, you know, to tackle the North and reduce them so that he can be able to weigh down completely on them and burden them the more and take over government by 2027. That's another angle of it. Then the other angle of it is that, you know, these things are not being marketed very well. Nigerians are not don't understand what people want them to engage by taking a just insignificant aspect of the reform and the journalism concept to destabilize the National Assembly, because they not say they don't want it. Why is it that the Southern senators themselves are not standing up to defend the same tax reform policy in the Senate? Why is it that the Northern senators are intimidating the Southern senators in the Senate? Why is it that the Southern senators themselves do not have even one spokesperson who has come out to say we are defending this crooked, propagandic tax reform? This tax reform is dangerous in one aspect of it, because Nigerians will continue to try while the government continues to live large. They are going to be taking over 90% of our resources down there. They are going to be taken from states. They are going to be taken from everybody. Then from manufacturers too. So definitely, Tinubu's regime is purely a tax regime, and the North is not comfortable with that, given the already, you know, wandering, harsh economy. Some of the things he has engaged himself has brought on Nigerians. And the man is bent on going to 2027. He doesn't give a damn. But the North want to checkmate him. You understand? Because one, if you look at it, you know, the North is claiming they are not as productive, as sophisticated as the South. Now, why should he actually embark on, you know, such thing? Meaning that there's going to be a lot of states who start struggling to control their resources. Anything that is coming out from River State, anything that's coming from Lagos State now will not be shared with any other state. So the government will likely collect the chunk of this thing. And when states started restricting from spreading their hands to other states in terms of support and whereabouts, you know that some of those states will definitely become very unviable. Then in the North, we know the issue of security. So introducing this now is going to shake the northern economic and political foundation because they do not know how to separate religion from politics. Very difficult. The only tribe, the only people that will survive this tsunami are the Igbos, because they have tried it over and over and over away. How the Igbo nation were able to wrinkle out from Buhari's anti-Igbo policies initiated and carried on by this present administration under Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Igbos will still survive at the end of the day. You know, so the North are looking at it that if it pushes this thing to a level, the North will not have any other option than to commence its impeachment. And I can tell you, they will achieve it because they are already saying it. They are 19 what states. They have majority, and Tinubu is there Yorubalizing Asu Rock. We are not seeing nationalistic patriotism in his appointment and what he does. Everybody is being sectional, and that is why Goodluck Jonathan came out and said recently that people are just loyal to their ethnic nationalities, not to the country. That means something is wrong with Nigeria. Breaking up the time, because that's what they're saying now. Let us negotiate Nigeria. You see Northerners saying let us negotiate Nigeria. These are the people under Buhari. They say nothing. The Igbo man is suffering. Suffered Buhari onslaught for 8 years. Now Tinubu is coming his own, and his own is coming in from another direction. They call it tax reform. They want to squeeze the Igbo businesses. Well, let us see how it's going to play out, or how Akpabio is going to handle that at the end of the day. Whether they are going to sort it out, well, it's going to be real drama in the Senate, where a lot of things is going to play out.
But do you think Akpabio, do you think Tinubu will win this against the northern senators? Because they are not really happy as
Tinubu say he's not going back. Maybe that will be the beginning of separation of Nigeria. Maybe they will formally initiate it. A referendum done in less than 24 hours, and Nigeria balkanizes, and everybody goes his own. Bros, some countries are losing relevance about Nigeria. Nigeria is not offering anything. Nigeria has become a trap to other nations within Africa struggling to develop. And one of the countries Nigeria is bent on, bringing down is Biafra. And unfortunately, they have been able to succeed on that direction. Because the Biafra has advanced, taking Nigeria from different angles. They cannot be held down. Look at what is happening in Finland. So, but what we're saying is that let him continue. He said, the presidency said there's no going back. So we are going to see more drama. Whether Nigeria is going to survive or not, whether Nigeria is going to exist or not, whether Nigeria is going to take a step forward or not. Well, let him push it more harder on them. Let us see what is going to happen. Whether the southern senators and the southern governors will come out and say enough is enough. You can look at what is happening in Rivers State. The same president has come out to say, tell the Rivers State government, that they will not be standing between the local government allocations again. That the doors is open for them to, have their way. That means something is going to go on. That if care is not taken, it might be the end of Nigeria. Some Northerners has come out to predict that, there might not be 2027 for Tinubu, which means maybe another southern senator, president of possibly an Igbo extraction. Tinubu for now has nothing, absolutely nothing, absolutely nothing. This is a man that said that subsidy is a voodoo under Jonathan. He said a lot of things, that if Jonathan cannot be able to give you fuel at 100 naira per liter, send him away. But we are seeing the same people. Then my question is, what is leadership? Propaganda. They are using propaganda so they are already in government now. The same propaganda will continue. Look at Port Harcourt refinery. In less than 24 hours now, it's having K-leg. So what are we expecting? What are we trying to get at the end of the day? These are the things that will make the Northerners take a position. Let them take a position. They have already seen that there's cracks everywhere in Nigeria, and Biafra is the only option of the genuinity of the black man, of the Igbo man, of the Biafran nation. of Africa, West Africa. You know, let them forget about Nigeria is just a mere geographical expression, a propaganda put in place by the British system so that they can put money into their pocket. I'm not the only one saying it. David John went to America and said Nigeria is 0/0. Am I the one that saying it?
He was blasted for it.
Reno
blasted it.
Boy also said the same thing, that Nigeria is a business enterprise, was never meant to be a nation. Everything is pointing towards one direction. Is it not hard time we do the needful and understand that 100 years we have tried and struggled and abused unity of this country, and letting go to face the reality is the only option panacea for black man to define himself the more. Thank you.
From the time war ended up to now, is it not 60 years or more than 60 years? And it has no limitation. As far as Britain is existing, one Nigeria remain, including Biafra, under one Nigeria. Britain will continue to take that oil. But Finland only 60 years. It has a limited time. 60 years. And if you know what the value of oil and gas in Europe, if it's you, if they offer you may take it. If they offer you, you may take it. As EU are fighting Russia now in the name of Ukraine.
Do you think that's why the Finland government arrested, someone Ekpa, as per my source, Biafran Liberation Army? And at the same time, do you think that Finland can fall for this offer that the Nigerian government is offering them?
I am Mr. Parademi Okokondem. You see, anything can happen in this world. The only thing that is constant is changing. Apart from change that is constant, nothing is constant. Human being can change at any time. But the history of Finland, I know the Finland as a Finland nation that will stand with anybody that is fighting for its liberation. But things can change. You see, I think, was it Zimbabwe or Zambia, one of the East African nations? As of that time, Zimbabwe stood for them. No shaking until they get their independence. Although the people that was in power at that time are not the set of people. We are not the set of people that are in power now. And there's an adage that people do to say, my people do say, that this woman love her husband well. You know, they fall to any man. She love her husband because you never offer her much money. If you offer her much money, she will fall. So if 60 years free oil and gas, Nigeria government offer it for Finland, they may fall. If they offer it, they may fall. Do you know what 60 years mean? More than half a century.
So do you think Nigeria can afford to give 60 years of free
you,
crude oil?
If Nigeria can call the Bakassi as a whole to Cameroon, but one can call it to Cameroon, Obasanjo came and seal it up in International Court of Justice. Obasanjo seal it up there. Then what can Nigeria not to do? As far as the oil did not belong to North and West, they can sell it. They wouldn't mind to sell the whole Biafra land and give to foreign power to help them to destroy Biafra. The foreign power wouldn't mind to be giving them 20% and taking 80% of the resources in Biafra. It's not their own. If they collect 20%, it's better for them than when Biafra go and took the whole mineral resources or Biafra resources and go. So it's better for them to sell it to a foreigner. A foreigner will give them 20% and be taking 80%. It's better for them. That's what I mean. Okay, do you know that since war have ended, Britain is siphoning Nigerian Biafran oil in the name of one Nigeria, because that's part of agreement they did with Britain. There's a crude oil pipeline lay under the sea to Britain. Since war ended, that's affording it. Take it and go home. Eh? Okay, from the time war ended up to now, is it not 60 years or more than 60 years? And it has no limitation. As far as Britain is existing, one Nigeria remain, including Biafra, under one Nigeria. Britain will continue to take that oil. But Finland only 60 years. It has a limited time. 60 years. And if you know what the value of oil and gas in Europe, if it's you, if they offer you, may take it. If they offer you, you may take it. As EU are fighting Russia now in the name of Ukraine, and Russia is the source of their oil and gas. They are having problem now. Power shortage because of the war. They are fighting Russia. Now they are now in winter. They need oil and gas. Then you say they should not collect it. But it will be a shameful thing to Finland to disappoint someone Ekpa at the end. It will be a shameful thing to Finland to turn their back onto whom they say that is their citizen. I am not sure Finland will do so. But if they do it, fine. Good luck to them. But Nigeria is 100% ready to sell anything sellable in Biafra land to make sure they subdue Biafra. Nigeria is 100% ready. Even to gather the whole Biafrans and say them, okay, if person will come and open fire and kill you because you want go, start killing you, shooting you, killing you anyhow because you want go, is it a property that you will not sell to subdue you not to go? If he have to kill you, is it a property, it's what belongs to you, your birthright that you will not sell to make sure you do not escape from his hand? This is what is going on. So I wasn't there, but I feel Nigeria can do it because it's what they normally do to us, Biafrans. This is not the first time. But let us wait and see the journey Finland started, where they will end it. The journey they will start supporting someone, supporting Biafra. Let's know where they will end it. Although now the convention have started.